Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of the YouTube sensation Fig Life. I am Richie, the real deal heel Reardon, and I am joined tonight, as always, with my partner in crime in the Fig World Order. My outsider, my Kevin Nash to me, the Scott Hall, the bad guy, the big sexy to the bad guy, whatever you want to say, man. Mr. John Wanglin, Johnny Podcasting. How you doing tonight, man?
Well, Dean Malenko was the man of 1,000 holds. I'm the man of 1,000 names.
Oh, there
So
you
I
go.
like
There you
it,
go.
man.
I
There you
like it
go.
too.
That's a good one, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude.
Absolutely, man. No, I'm doing great here, man. This is a fun episode because we get a chance to celebrate today. And why do we get a chance to celebrate for everybody? Because I'm going to let you share it since this is Fig Life and you're the Fig Master and this was your creation on this stuff. So I want you to explain it why today is a monumental episode.
Well, dude, you were just as big a part in the success of the show. You've done all the editing and all the hard work. I just show up and fucking show my shit and you show your shit and we just have a good time and we appreciate
Yep.
everybody who subscribed. And we've asked you guys to help us get to our first milestone. And I'm happy to say today that we have done so. We hit the 500 subscriber. I think we're a little bit over that right now. So God, man, I can't tell you guys how much we appreciate it. We started this thing out just to have fun. We had no expectations of where we were going to go with it or what we were going to do. And we still got a further journey. Like, we got a long way to go. We're going to keep going with this thing and ride till the wheels fall off. But man, it's cool to hit the first milestone. Me and John, we put our heart and soul in this thing, man, and we had no expectations at all. So we appreciate you guys. We love you guys so much, and thank you for all the support. As we said, we are going to be giving a figure away, and we're going to reveal that at the end of this episode. So we're going to review some figures tonight in celebration of hitting that milestone. Of course, we're going to keep the show rolling here, but at the end, we're going to tell you how you can win the figure, and you're going to have 24 hours to claim it, and you're going to have 24 hours to enter in. From the time this episode releases. So I just want to make that clear. From the time this episode releases, you're gonna comment your name in the comments. We're gonna put all the names that comment here within 24 hours in a hat. We're gonna draw it. We're gonna pick the winner, and we are gonna reveal who gets the figure that will be revealed at the end of this episode. We will get your shipping information. All shipping will be covered. You will have to pay absolutely goose egg, zero, nothing, nada, zilch. You will get the signed figure in the mail. And the only thing we ask is that you come on with us for an episode of Fig Life. So, good
Yep.
God, John, I think we're asking too much, man. Wouldn't you say there?
Man, I'm telling you, it's a hard one. You get a really cool figure, you get it for free, and get it all covered by just coming on and talking shop for 15, 20 minutes there, man. It's a pretty good deal. You can also, if some people don't like to comment for whatever reason because they feel shy about it, but if you guys want to email us too or hit us up on Twitter, you can. If you're on Twitter and you want to DM us over there and let us know as well, it's at WWR Podcast for me or at _Reardon, REARDON. Or you can email us too if you want. It's wwrpodcast.com@gmail.com for me. And it's rickybobby112@gmail.com for Richie. So those are open too. You can comment, you can email, you can DM us on Twitter, whatever makes you feel more comfortable after you see this. If you want to be entered into the drawing, that's how you do it. So please feel free. And then we'll set it all up from there with everybody and we'll get that stuff working. But it's a really cool fig. You guys will like it. We'll give it to you at the end of the episode today. We got a short episode for you guys, but we got some fun ones. And then we'll close it off right there with the awesome score. And there'll be another giveaway coming right after that we'll talk about. So good stuff's coming for everybody that listens to the show and subscribes, and we're looking forward to it. So, Richie, you ready to get rolling, buddy?
Well said, buddy. I'm ready to go.
Lead us in, man. What do you got today?
So, man, this is kind of funny because this figure, like me and you, we say on the show, if you guys have been listening, that we're podcasters. This is our first venture into video casting here on YouTube. So usually what we do is we do podcasting, we do watch-alongs, we do topical shows, we do all kinds of stuff in the podcasting world. So one person that seems to always fucking show up and is like I know Owen Hart was called the Nugget, But this guy is like the nugget in our fucking watch-alongs, man, because no matter how much we fucking try and flush this guy down the toilet and get rid of him, he always seems to rise to the top, man. And we always see him in so many different matches, from WCW to WWF to whatever you call it, man. This
Are
guy's
you a
just
fan of
everywhere.
Are you a fan of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Richie?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So he reminds me of when Clark finds out that he didn't get his raise and he got put in the Jelly of the Month Club.
Yeah.
And Cousin Eddie says to him, "It's the gift that keeps on giving." And
Yep.
this is what this guy is. He's like the gift that keeps on giving. We've been covering WCW on Wrestling with Reality since the beginning of the war between them when the Outsiders came in. And we're about 3.5 months into it now. We're at Hog Wild right now in August. We've been covering it since the May part for them. So we're 3 months into this. I swear to God, man, every episode, this guy tortures us. Every pay-per-view, he tortures us. His gimmicks torture us, and we never can elude him in anything. We do a WWE Royal Rumble based show. We watch the whole damn show on the thing. What do we got on there? A match with him in it. I'm
Yep.
like, there's not one thing we can do, basically, for the 90s era stuff that we cannot escape this guy. And if he was still alive today, God rest his soul, we'd have him on the show and try to find a way to talk to him and tell him why he's the gift that keeps on giving. But irregardless of that, this is a funny one here, man. So that's the funny backstory behind it. This guy's like a case of like he's like an STD, man. He just doesn't go away. So
Yeah. Yeah.
with
And
that said,
you
what do you got, man?
Yeah, absolutely. And we're not talking, if you listen to our podcast, of course, we're not talking about the almighty hardworking and twerking Bobby Walker, because you know,
No,
he doesn't
he's a
have a
legend.
figure. So
No.
if you guys got a custom figure out there of Mr. Hardworking and twerking Bobby Walker, go ahead and send that to our emails, man, and we will gladly feature that on the show, because that is, I guess he was just too damn good to get one. But that being said, the big reveal here of this man. Of course, I am talking about John Tenta, Mr. Earthquake. This fucking guy, man, does not leave us alone. He will not go away. Even in death, this man still bothers us to each and every fucking WCW episode we do. Of course, I'm talking about the Shark as well. And man, I got to tell you, this figure is pretty damn good as far as how they nailed it. You know, body wise, they got the tattoo, they got the earthquake on the fucking outfit there and the attire there, and it's just a phenomenal figure. I love the WWE Tag Team title that they got there. Of course, he was partners with, Tugboat there in the Natural Disasters. You had Typhoon and Earthquake. And man, I gotta tell you, the head scan on this thing is pretty damn good. I would have loved a Chase variant, and it would have been the half-shaved face and half-shaved head. That would have been pretty sick. They came out with a Mattel Elite of this guy, and it was the Shark version. And I will be getting that to add it to the collection, just based on mine and John's relationship in podcasting. This guy's always involved, so gotta get that in there. You put it over there. There's his picture. You see it nice and proud, Mr. fucking Earthquake himself. I'm gonna flip it to the back here, show you guys real quick the back. It's in great shape, nice and minty like. This guy was a massive 462 pounds, 6'7". His finishing move is called the fucking Earthquake Squash, and as it should be. And of course, he was a WWE Tag Team Champion, as I said earlier. The people that came in this series along with Mr. Earthquake was Vincent Kennedy McMahon himself in his Royal Rumble attire that he faced Austin in. Stone Cold Steve Austin, and that's of course, you know, just the single knee brace silver vest one with the beer can that comes with. I have that one as well. You have Earthquake in all his big glory. Sparky Plug Bob Holly. Gotta get that figure, man. Definitely a good one. Matt Hardy in his blue attire. Andy Kaufman. Chainsaw Charlie, which is another one me and John always talk about getting. And Eddie Guerrero in his LJN figure form. So all good figures in that line. Probably two of them draw a really good penny there, being the Andy Kaufman and the Mr. McMahon. So definitely great figures, man, in the series. And this is, of course, Series 22, by the way, if I didn't mention that before. But this is a mint figure, man. I mean, I am definitely happy to have this one. And, you know, I'm just going to make it a goal now that in every figure form that this man has from here on out, I'm going to get it. So
Not a bad thing, man. The shark one's a cool one too. I really like that one too. That I'm actually going to be getting that too, man. I mean, you were talking about this over the weekend. Like, I've been on this kick with like tag team stuff, so I've been buying the tag team figures, and that's what I want to do. I wanna buy him and Typhoon there for the natural disasters. We'll definitely have to buy up all the stuff we can see on him, just how bad he's haunted us for the last 4 to 5 months of taping shows here, man. We can't get rid of this guy, but God bless him. You know, God rest his soul. I just sent you a Sparky plug link right now for $19, by the way.
Cool. I appreciate
So,
that.
yeah, I know you've been looking for it. So I saw it earlier there, so it's on there. But God, Earthquake, man, John Tenta. I wish they had the half-shaved head version of him now. That would have been even better, dude.
Be a great chase version, right?
Absolutely, man. It's a good one. Not too expensive either, man. But anything with him, but that half-shave version would have been just the best. But who knows, man? We can only dream and wish. One day it'll come out, and it'll have in there, like in the features, the sock from the Carson City Silver Dollar match, that wonderful match that we'll never forget with him and Ray Traylor. I'll never forget that for the rest of my life, how stupid that was. But irregardless,
I enjoyed
good
it with
pick,
you,
though,
man. It was a good time, and I appreciate
Yeah,
it, man. That was a
we
good
caught
pick,
some
but
good laughs on that one for sure.
yeah. But what do you
Yeah.
got for us tonight, brother?
Man, I don't know why, but I've wanted this one forever. And sometimes it can be expensive. Sometimes you can get it for a fairly decent price. I have no idea why I wanted this. It wasn't like I was a huge fan of him, but I just liked him for whatever reason. I liked his gimmick in the 80s and 90s, and I was searching it out. I saw a pretty good deal on it. I definitely think I paid more than I would have liked to when I bought it,
Hmm.
but irregardless, I wanted it, so I got it. It was a pretty decent price, but I would have liked it cheaper. And it's the WWE Classic, as my stuff is. Koko B, Ware, the Birdman himself, the Birdman, and he's even got Frankie in this here, man. Frankie, the his parrot that he had forever. He still has Frankie too. Frankie one died, unfortunately. I don't know if you knew about that.
I didn't know
He
that.
turned.
Can you back that up just a little bit though, bud?
Here we go.
There we go. That's a beaut right there, man.
Yep, Frankie one died in an unfortunate. His house burnt down, and he couldn't get Frankie out in time, and Frankie
Shit,
ended up passing away. Yeah,
that's
I've heard him
terrible.
on some interviews. Yeah, he loved him, man. I've heard him on some interviews actually where he's talked about it, and he'll get very emotional because he'll tell you like Frankie was his running mate, his partner with everything for decades, you know, on the road and stuff. They were together when he
He's
was
a
away
big
from
part
his
of the gimmick,
family, and
man.
he was the gimmick, man. There would have
Yeah,
been no Coco Beware if it wasn't for Frankie, man. Like Jake the Snake, as great as Jake was, there was no Jake without the Snake, man. Like it
that's
just
true.
was one of those organic things. But it's a beautiful fig, man. The really good design. It's got a really good head scan on this. I love that it comes with the bird there with everything. He's got the bright colors. He's got the little bandana that he would wear around with him. He'd always wrap it around his head, which is like right there. And he was always known for his vibrant colors. And then you can see in his hair here, he always dyed his hair that really yellowish like color there that they
I see
had.
some blue in
Uh,
there too. Is that right? Blue and yellow.
it's in the sides, yeah. That's the blues right there. Is in the side of his head. If I'm looking at it good here in the light, yep, it's right on the side of his head there. And then he had the Macho Man esque like glasses on there. And you guys will be able to see as I put it up here with the other versions. This was once again from a guy I bought from a bunch of times. I get a lot of my stuff from him. He's always sends you everything. It's in perfect condition. This is definitely mint. There's not anything wrong with this whatsoever. This guy's probably the best seller that I go through all the time, and he gives good deals. He's honest, and I pick up a lot of his stuff for pretty cheap prices. He bids out all the time. He's a collector, has a collecting store out in Rhode Island, so it's definitely a win-win for me. You know, most of the time I can get a lot of things I've wanted for a really moderate price. And I wanted this one. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why I wanted it, man. Because I wasn't like I was a huge fan of him in any way, but I always
It's
dug his
still
stuff,
cool,
and
man.
he
It's still
it
cool.
was, man. He was a fan favorite, man. People forget Coco's a Hall of Famer. Surprisingly, I don't think he deserves to be, but he's a Hall of Famer. You know, I mean, I don't think anybody can argue that he deserves to be. If you can, I'd love to hear it. Not against him. Not saying he had a great career. He was over like Rover with people. It's a really nice fig, man. So he comes right in the back. It tells you his finishing move was the Bird Buster. He also had that flying drop kick off the top rope that he would do, and he had a headbutt. He debuted in 1978. He was 245 pounds, only 5'9", so he was a tiny guy as well. But you know, kind of a big guy there. Wasn't a body guy or anything, but he cut his teeth out in Tennessee with the Jarrett family and with Jerry Lawler. So Jerry Lawler was one of the people that was integral in his career and bringing him in and getting him over in gimmicks and stuff. And Go listen to some of his interviews from when he started, where he never wrestled in his life and had his first match. So it's some pretty interesting stories he actually tells. He's a pretty entertaining guy. But this was a great line. It had Earthquake, the one that you just showed, surprisingly, but this Earthquake version, and this one is his natural disasters one. So
Love it.
this is his whole his whole natural disasters gimmick. It has Andre the Giant in it. It's got Shawn Michaels from his debut as a singles competitor against Tito Santana. That outfit. It's got Doink the Clown. And it's got the two Road Warrior Hawking Animals. Probably the most expensive one that you'll see in this line from them. That's with the blue shoulder pads that they have. So I don't know if you guys can see that right there, but you'll
Yep.
see it when I flash the box picture up. That's the most expensive version of them. Usually that retails out in a couple $100 for both of them, 100 to 150 range minimum. It's very rare. I don't even know where the blue shoulder pads comes from, to be honest with you. And I'm a huge Road Warriors fan, so I don't remember where that even was, but that's probably their biggest one. And then another one I've been looking for a lot of times is the Bobby the Brain one, which it's out there, but it's a little pricey. And then the One Man Gang is on there too, so he's on the side. That's another one that I've wanted to get.
Don't forget, man, the Andre the Giant, the correct version as well, with the one strap
Yep.
instead of the two. Thank
Yep.
God they corrected that.
Yeah, they did some shit versions of Andre, man, and that one with the two straps, like you said, was completely wrong. And then on this one here, this is the more rare one that you see. I'll put it up there for everybody. You can see it's the one strap. You'll see the other one where it's the giant machine, and it has them up with the two straps on that one there, which is, like you said, completely wrong on that. This was a really good line that they had with very, very unique figures and characters. It was kind of a big man line that they had on here for the majority.
My problem with it, dude, the only problem I have with this Koko B. Ware figure, and it's a problem that classic superstars had just through and through, was the body types that they would use in the arms and stuff. Koko B.
Yeah,
Ware, let's be honest, he was not a jacked guy. And
he was
I
chubby.
believe that, yeah, he was chubby, and that figure shows he has abs and his arms are jacked and all that stuff. He
Yeah.
just, they could have did a better job on that, in my opinion. So that's my only complaint on it. But other than that, they did a great job on that figure there. So
Yeah, no, I would definitely agree with you on that. They definitely did, though. He was never a body guy, man. He was a guy that was a little tubby and chubby and stuff. So for whatever reason, they didn't do it on those ones for him. But yeah, I agree with you, man. That's definitely one of the flaws that Jax had with some of that line. They really didn't make it realistic to him. I thought they did a bad job on some of the bodies on the bigger guys too. We talked about it with Vader before,
yeah,
and I even think with the John Tenta one, the Earthquake one that you just showed right there, the body was a little bit overboard there for the bigger guys. Typhoon's one is the same way. He was a fat ass, don't get me wrong, but he was not like the way they had him going out there. Even the Yoko one is just, it's like a big round belly they just do
well,
for it. And I know
have you seen Rikishi? It was just they used that universal body across the
yeah,
board for those guys. Even the
yep,
Rikishi one, it was just
yep,
ridiculous. But
yep.
still, they're
I
decent
agree.
representations. Mattel later on released each one of those guys and did a better job, in my opinion. But we got love for the classics over here in the Fig World Order, man. It's something we
Jesus, man,
love.
I know. I got some good elites coming though over the next couple weeks there, man, on some things I want. So I'm gonna throw some different stuff out there. I have so many classics. I could go on for weeks on end with classics with you. That's my bread and butter ones I like. But I bought some really cool ones that we mentioned last week here that will be coming out that you guys will really dig, I think. And we got a lot of great stuff to come, especially when our Ultimate Warrior episode, when we do that one. That's gonna be a longer episode, but that's a fun one too, man. Because we got a lot of great stuff on store, no matter what the line. And you got something great on store for everybody to close out the show tonight here for the giveaway, man.
Absolutely, I do. And of course, if you guys don't know, we were giving it away because we hit our milestone of 500 subscribers. And I gave some hints all the way up until now, trying to give you hints on guessing what figure it was. And if you haven't guessed by now, which nobody has, it was the clues were he's a former NWA champion, current WWE superstar. So I'll go ahead and reveal it now. This is a total nonstop action figure, Impact. Of course, it was from the Marvel Toys edition, and we'll go ahead and just show that part there to give you the proof. And okay, ready for the reveal here. It's gonna be a signed Ron the Truth Killings. There it is, man. So this is what you guys have an opportunity to win here. Of course, it's autographed and it says, "Thanks for being a fan, Ron the Truth Killings." There. Love this figure because they show you the pictures there of him in action and stuff like that. I love the fact that he has the red gloves on. This is still kind of like a mix between K-Quick. He hasn't kind of crossed over yet to the VKM or the 3LK 3 Live Crew version yet. So this is still K-Quick in my opinion. That's why I liked it. That's why I love it. He's got a pretty cool necklace on there. Of course, they did the headband and the hair really nice on this figure as well. If you could see that head scan there, I think they did a great job on it. So this is the figure that you got the opportunity to win here. We'll flip it around to the back so you can see it. It's in pretty damn good shape, if I say so myself. There's a little slight bend on the card there, but other than that, it's pretty damn mint. So this is the figure that you guys have the opportunity of winning. We're giving it away free of charge. We're going to ship it to you free. Everything's free. The only thing that me and John ask is you come on the show with us, show it off, do a little review on it, and that way we can prove to everybody that we did give this away to one of the subscribers here. It's just a thank you to you guys for helping us get the word out of the show and making it a pretty good success and exceeding all expectations for us here. So that's what we're giving out. And, what we want you to do is go ahead and, like John said, you can either email us your name to put in the hat. We also would like you, for a majority of you guys, if you could, so we could keep it nice and organized and easy for us, if you could just comment on the bottom your name, that would be great. That way we can just, put all the names in one place in a hat. Draw it, and then of course we'll come on here doing a video of the announcing the winner there, and we'll go from there. But you have 24 hours from the time this video posts to get those comments and messages in. From that point, we will announce when that's over, the 24-hour expiration on our Twitters. Go follow our Twitter. We'll let you know when it expires, and when the entries are all in. Once that's done, we'll do the drawing. We will announce the winner, and we will get your information and send it to you. When you receive it, you let us know, message us, say, hey, I got the figure, and then we'll go from there and get you on the show where it works for all of our schedules so that we can all be on the show together. So,
yep, no doubt, man. Next one that we'll do is 1,000. So when we hit 1,000, it's going to be one for mine. And I got a doozy picked out for you. So I promise you'll like what you're going to get on that one there when we hit 1,000. So that's our next goal.
Got any hints or got any hints?
No hints yet.
No hints.
No hints
yet.
I'll give you one. It's a classic.
It's a classic. Oh, big surprise there, Mr. Johnny Podcast.
It's a classic. I'll say that right there. It's a classic. I'll give you. It's one I like a lot, but I will give it away on there because it's thousands of another monumental thing. So all will be covered too. For shipping costs and everything too. I'll take care of everything with Richie. We'll take care of it all. And 1,000, it'll be a classic that'll be up there. And I definitely think that you are going to dig it. You're going to like it a lot. It's definitely a cool one. So help us reach that 1,000, man. That's the next one. So if you want to enter, you got the rules. Comment below. Send us a email. Hit us up on Twitter. I've flashed everything here throughout the show on the screen here that you'll see all the emails and Twitters and all that stuff to go find it or to the comment. And then once we get them all, we'll put them in a hat, like Richie said. We'll verify that you're one of the subscribers. So if you're entering when you see this, make sure you're subscribed, because if you're not subscribed, you're not going to be able to be entered into the drawing. So you got to subscribe. So that's just part of the rule. And just make sure when you do that, you're subscribed. We'll verify it, and we'll get you guys, and we'll find a way to get in contact with you, and we'll get you on the show. So it'll be a fun thing, right, buddy?
Oh, absolutely, man. I'm looking forward to giving this away. It's been a cool thing, man. It's been a short time period that we hit this. So I'm very surprised, very happy, very appreciative, and we love you guys and want to build this community and keep going here. So we thank you. Man, I'm blown away by it. So thank you guys so much. John, where can everybody find you, man?
Yeah, just check us out, as I said earlier, at WWR Podcast on Twitter. Reality Check Podcast Network on Instagram. I don't know why I almost blanked out on that. I say it a million times a week, but I was blank for a second. You can go over rcpodnetwork.com, which will be where all the stuff that we have on the collectibles will be up. There's going to be a whole bunch of shit up there as of this week here. You'll see I have all the pictures. I just got to load them in. And it's everything. Tons of stuff that's up there for sale. It's got all the podcasts up there too. And yeah, Wrestling with Realities, our other podcast we do. We got great content all week long. Richie and I do Monday Night Lights show. We go over WCW like we were talking about earlier. TNA, you name it, we do it. We do topical shows all week. It's fun stuff, man. So check it out. We appreciate all that support, man. And what about you, man? Close us out, man. Take us out with what you got and finalize this up to take us home, man. Because Tony Schiavone's telling us we got to go home, man. We're almost out of time.
Yeah, it's time for dinner, man, for you over there. So I understand that. So I'll make it quick. You guys know where to find me. I_Reardon. That's REARDON. Of course, you can email me, rickybobby112@gmail.com. I'm over there on Facebook as well under Richie Reardon. We just wrapped up the Chris Benoit series here. We did another great watch along of the WrestleMania 20 match.
It was good.
And yeah, absolutely. It lived up to the hype. And as well, the third episode, we should have it taped by now. If not, it should be there soon after. But we're going to probably have a special guest. We're working on it. If it doesn't happen, then we'll just do the regular scheduled planned show of, predicting where David Benoit is going to end up and all that good stuff. Got a great reception on that show as well. So go check out all of our stuff on Reality Check Podcast Network and support our network. We are trying to grow that thing, man, and get it off the ground. So we're just fans trying to make great content for other fans out there. And we love you guys. Once I said again, you guys are part of the Fig World Order. Hopefully you guys love the figure that I picked to give away. If not, sorry, man, you can't please everybody. But hey, it's free. So if you love it, we love you. And John, as always, man, when you're Fig Life and your Fig World Order, what are you?
You're for life, buddy.
For life. Too sweet. See you guys later.